Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you're watching from. Welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel that goes by the name Maxwell Lumumba Africa. For those who are coming across this YouTube channel for the first time, I do reaction videos, especially to the videos that have been posted in public domain. Like today, I'm going to discuss about Daniel, census manager, has involved in road accident in Nyabohanse stage. So for those who have not subscribed to this amazing YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, and share this video to other individuals. Remember to turn on the notification bell so that any day, anytime I post any video, you people get notified. Watch my videos from the beginning up to the end without skipping those ads that you see there. I also have another YouTube channel that I post my lifestyle videos. The YouTube channel goes by the name Vibe with Lumumba. Let us go subscribe to that YouTube channel. Let us make it happen. Having said that, today we are going to discuss the unfortunate news coming from Nyabohanse involving Daniel, who is known by many viewers as the driver associated with the census project activity. So that tells us that is census manager. According to information circulating and reports from people at the accident scene, Daniel was involved in a motorcycle accident near Nyabohanse stage. The accident reportedly involved two motorcycles and resulted in serious injuries to both riders. Before we continue, I want to wish both Daniel and the elderly man involved a quick and full recovery. Accidents are painful, unexpected, and can change lives a matters of second. This discussion is not meant to celebrate anyone's misfortune. It is not meant to attack anyone. It is a simple reaction and analysis of situation that has attracted public attention because Daniel is a familiar face to many viewers following developments in or associated with one of the YouTubers in Kenya, in Nyabohanse village. So, road accident can happen to anyone, whatever, wherever you are, rich or poor, famous or unknown, experienced or inexperienced. One small mistake can lead to serious consequences. As content creators and viewers, our responsibility is to discuss these matters, especially responsibly, and remember that there are real people involved, real families worried, and real pain being experienced. So let us talk about what happened, what is being reported, what lesson can we learn, and why this accident should be concern to everybody in the community. Let me start by saying this: what is being reported. From the reports that has reached my desk, the accident occurred around Nyabohanse stage. Daniel was reportedly transporting horse feed at the same time. According to some account, another motorcycle carrying an elderly man approached from the opposite direction. Report indicate that the two motorcycles collided near a corner. Some witnesses have claimed that Daniel may have negotiated the corner improperly before the collision occurred. For those who really understand the junction between the main highway that leads from Nyabohanse, actually Isibania to Mabera, there is just that junction that connects Nyabohanse stage to Kiburanga. So that happened in that corner, and I visited the accident scene. I looked at the position where this accident occurred because it tells us that Daniel, when he was joining that junction, he was supposed to keep left. In Kenya, We keep left. But what happened? Daniel negotiated that corner through the right hand side of that road. So this tells us that this accident happened. Unfortunately, somebody who caused it was Daniel himself, because if he could keep the left side, that accident wouldn't have happened. So, however, it is important to emphasize that these are reports and claim being circulated. So the final determination of what exactly happened should come from investigation, witnesses, statements, and authorities if they become involved. So far, there was no any officer there, and immediately after the collision, both riders reportedly sustained injuries. Daniel is said to have suffered nose bleeding from the nose. So the elderly man reportedly sustained injuries to his legs and other parts of his body, which visible bleeding reportedly by witnesses, because the blood could be seen on the road, and this elderly man comes from Mabera. At this stage, the most important thing is their health and recovery. Many people online immediately will start looking for someone to blame. Others will immediately start defending one side, but sometimes the wiser approach is to wait for the facts while still discussing the lesson that can be learned. And let me just tell us why this story is attracting attention. The reason is this. Daniel is not just any rider. Many viewers have seen him in videos connected to Census Project. We have known him as the manager to Census. So people know him. People recognize him. Subscribers know him. People have watched him work around construction projects, horses, transport activities, and daily operations in the villa. Wherever a public figure or someone connected to a public figure experiences an accident, people naturally become interested. But there is one lesson that we need to learn, and always there is a reason. This accident happened in a community where many people already closely follow local development. So Nyabohanse has become one of the most watched videos or village on YouTube. People follow every construction update. People follow every business development. People follow every disagreement. People follow every success. As a result, even an accident quickly becomes a major topic of discussion. Let me now talk about the dangers of motorcycle. I've seen a lot of people questioning us. The last time, a week ago, through this Mr. Dan, we realized, or we saw somebody called John Vlogs, yeah, got a terrible accident. Now the face is not facing, the face is looking like somebody else. So this tells us that one thing this accident reminds us is how dangerous motorcycles can be. Motorcycles are useful. Motorcycles are affordable. Motorcycles are fast. They help people earn a living, especially that is why we have what we call border riders, border circles. That is why I usually tell subscribers, when you come to our village, the easiest, efficient means of transport and most convenient is motorcycle. Nothing else. Here we don't have taxis. Here we don't have maybe Ubers. The only means of transport that we can, unless you liaise with one of your friend or our friend, then you get maybe a rider, a taxi or a Uber. But They are extremely vulnerable. Unlike a car, they are very little protection. Your body is exposed to the accident, yeah? You know, when you are the rider or you are maybe the pillion, your body, you know, we don't have bonnet or what. So that means your body is the body of that motorcycle. So anything happens, you are out of the motorcycle. So unlike a car, there is very little protection. So when a collision occurs, the rider's body absorbs much of the impact. A small mistake can lead to serious injuries. A moment of distraction can change everything. A poorly judged corner can result in a disaster. Speed can become deadly. Even experienced riders sometimes make mistakes. That is why defensive riding is so important. The last time I came on camera, when I got an accident with a motorcycle because I hit a dog on the road and I sustained injuries, and those injuries are still here. One of them, it is here. This is an injury that I sustained when I got the accident. So this tells us that sometimes you can be riding on this very well. You have experience, like now, the mosaic that I'm talking about, because it is alleged that Daniel usually ride motorcycle very dangerously. So, like the mosaic has experience about riding motorcycle. Now, Daniel came and they had head-on collision on the other side of the road, on the right side. The mosaic was keeping left. Yeah. So this tells us that sometimes you might find yourself in the good position, but look what happens. That is why people usually tell you that when you are the driver, make sure you be very keen. So you should never assume another road users will do the correct thing. You should never assume a corner is clear. You should never assume that the road ahead is safe. Every day, riders leave home expecting to return home safely. And what happened at the end of the day? Something unexpected usually happens with this time to call me. Something unexpected usually happens. So every day, riders leave home experienced. Is calling me. You know, sometimes we are trying to ignore some calls, but now they become, when you just cancel the call, that person becomes very persistent. Like now, I've canceled the first call. The guy has called again. Now I'm canceling the other one. He's calling again. And okay, every day, riders leave home expecting to return back safely. Unfortunately, some never do. That is why every accident should serve as a lesson. And let me say this: when we are riding this motorcycle, let us make sure that we have protective gears. That is why nowadays I better prefer walking than traveling through a motorcycle. So we have to be having helmet, we have to be having protective gears to the maybe the elbow, the knees, so that tells us that even we are supposed to be dressed like riders, not like somebody who is going to party after party, then you want to come back home very well. So you never know what will happen. So the reaction online have been mixed. Some people immediately expressed sympathy. Others started assigning blame. So some people were focused on Daniel. Others were focused on the elderly man. Some of them were focused because at the end of the day, all of them needs to be rescued. So some questioned the safety in the area. Some questioned riding practices. This is very common whenever accident occur. But before judging anyone, it is important to remember that none of us were necessarily pleasant. Let me say this: sometimes social media creates confusion before investigations are actually even begin. People hear one version, they then hear another version, they spread it, then another version emerges, then conclusion follows. So this is why patience is important. The goal should not be to win argument. The goal should be to understand what happened and ensure similar accidents are prevented in the future. Let me say these as the lessons that we learn as riders. There are several lessons here. First, corners requires caution. Let us not navigate or negotiate corners with a lot of hurriness. Many accidents occur at bends and corners. Sometimes you overlap the side that you are not supposed to even overlap. Yeah? Visibility is reduced. Reaction time is limited. That is why we usually have what we call not black spot, where we can't see what is happening in front of us. It is like, it is called what? In driving school, we were told it is called not blind. Is it not blind spot? Yeah, I think it is not hot spot, blind spot, something of that, where you cannot see in front. Yeah, or you cannot see the other motorist coming, especially in the corner. So unexpected situation emerge quickly. Secondly, carrying loads require additional cares when transporting goods. Balance changes, handling changes, braking, distance changes. Third, speed management matters a lot. If even a few extra kilometers per hour can make a huge difference. Fourth, riders should always wear protective safety equipment. And that is what I've really talked about. Helmet saves lives. Look at maybe the nose bleeding. That tells us that the individual maybe had a helmet. Maybe you sustained, maybe you knocked yourself. That is why you are having some nose bleeding, yeah? Let's say you don't have a helmet. You can knock your head. Look at the John vlog that I'm talking about in Dan 254 channel. The face is always like it is now getting a new face because of he was not having helmet. This is why even a lot of subscribers have been cautioning me that, Max, you need to wear a helmet. Yes, I usually put on helmet. Nowadays, I put helmet. I don't go to motorcycles without helmet. And this one tells us something very good, yeah? So, protective gear reduces injuries. Finally, every rider should remember that arriving safely is more important than arriving quickly. No deliveries is worth risking a life. No errand is worth risking a life. No business is worth losing a life. And let me say this as we conclude. Our thoughts should be with both Daniel and the elderly man. We hope they receive proper treatment. We hope they fully recover. We hope that their families remain strong during these difficult times. These accidents should remind us about the importance of road safety. Whether you ride a motorcycle, drive a car, cycle as bicycle, or walk on road, safety must always come first. One moment can change everything. One mistake can create pain for many families. Let us avoid rushing to judgment. Let us wait for verified fact. Let us focus on recovery rather than blame. And let us use these unfortunate incidents as a reminder to be more careful whenever we are on the road. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think road safety awareness needs to be increased in Nyabohanse and surrounding areas? What lesson do you think riders can learn from the incident like in Kenya? Most of these riders, they don't have even a driving license for a motorcycle. I wish both injuries or injured individuals a quick recovery. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Goodbye.